Picture this. You're walking home late at night, minding your own damn business, when you hear a deep, guttural growl behind you. You turn around, and boom! A rhino the size of a goddamn building is standing there just staring at you. Yeah, you're fucked. But hey, good news. That thing is extinct. Bad news? It was real. Megatherium, aka What the Fuck Nature, was the biggest land mammal to ever exist. And guess what? That's just the start. Because today, we're diving into the lost mega beasts that once ruled the Earth. You know how people say, they don't make them like they used to? Yeah, that applies to animals too, because what the fuck was nature smoking back then? So strap in, grab some popcorn, and prepare to question your entire existence, because shit's about to get crazy. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the biggest goddamn mammal to ever walk the Earth. 16 feet tall at the shoulder. That's literally taller than a double-decker bus. 26 feet long. Basically, nature looked at modern rhinos and said, let's make it stupidly massive. Weighs up to 20 tons. That's about 4 elephants worth of destruction on legs. It was a herbivore, but listen, if this thing accidentally stepped on you, you'd be an instant pancake. And the craziest part? It was fast. Scientists think it could hit 30 miles per hour. Imagine a moving building chasing you at full speed. Good luck, buddy. Oh, and if you think you could hide, think again. This tank could reach higher than a fucking giraffe. Your ass is getting snatched. Oh, and its skull was nearly 4 feet long. That's like strapping a full-grown human onto your face and calling it a nose. Nature was just flexing at this point. And the best part? This thing didn't just exist for a few years. It ruled for millions of years. Meaning if you lived back then, you had generations of ancestors running for their lives from this beast. You ever look at a python and think, damn, I wish it was 50 feet long and could eat crocodiles whole? No, well, too bad, because Titanoboa existed. 50 feet long, that's 2 school buses lined up. Weighed 1,200 pounds, aka a literal ton of snake. Could crush prey with 400 pounds of pressure per square inch. For comparison, a fucking anaconda only hits about 90 psi. It lived in swamps and would just wait for shit to get too close before wrapping them up like a flesh burrito. And if you're thinking, damn, I just outrun it, buddy. It could swim. There was no escape. Scientists think it hunted giant turtles and prehistoric crocodiles, meaning if you were around back then, you'd be a snack-sized Lunchable. Fun fact? The only reason Titanoboa got that big was because the Earth was hotter than Satan's armpit back then. So, climate change. Yeah, let's maybe not fuck around with that. Australia today is already a war zone of nightmare creatures. But prehistoric Australia, that was Satan's backyard. Meet Megalodon, the motherfucking dragon lizard from hell. 23 feet long, that's bigger than a goddamn car. Venomous bite, because why stop at just being a giant killer lizard? Apex predator, it ate whatever the hell it wanted. Scientists aren't even sure when it went extinct, meaning some unlucky bastard might have seen one not that long ago. So yeah, next time you think modern Komodo dragons are scary, imagine one twice as big and actively hunting humans. Oh, and its venom didn't just kill you, it made you bleed out slowly. Nature was on some demon time. And before you go, at least we don't have them now. Just remember, scientists think some Aboriginal legends describe Megalodon sightings. Meaning some people might have actually seen this thing before it dipped. Let that sink in. Think gorillas are big? Cute. Imagine one that was 3 times the size. 10 feet tall. That's taller than a basketball hoop. weighed over 100 pounds. Basically, a walking muscle mountain. Could snap trees like toothpicks, because why climb trees when you can just break them in half? This beast roamed the jungles of Asia and probably spent its time yeeting other animals out of its way. And here's where it gets even wilder. Some scientists think Gigantopithecus might be the inspiration for Bigfoot legends. That's right, the whole giant hairy man-ape lurking in the forests thing could be leftover memories of this prehistoric nightmare. And before you say, at least it's extinct, consider this: we've never found an actual skeleton. All we have are massive teeth and jawbones, meaning we don't know exactly when or how it disappeared. So, if you ever hear something huge moving in the forest, snapping trees like twigs, maybe don't investigate. Regular bears? Terrifying. Now imagine a bear that stood 12 feet tall when it reared up. That's two Shaquille O'Neals stacked on top of each other. Faster than a horse. Yeah, you weren't outrunning this thing. Massive jaw strength. Could bite through bone like it was a Kit Kat. Weighed over a ton. Imagine a 200 kg predator sprinting at you full speed. Arctodus, also known as the short-faced bear, was like if nature took a grizzly bear and put it on steroids. But wait, it gets so much worse. Unlike modern bears, which sometimes scavenge, Arctodus was a pure killing machine. It had long-ass limbs that made it freakishly fast, meaning if it saw you, you had about 5 seconds to make peace with your gods. And the worst part, early humans probably saw these things in real life. Imagine being some caveman just trying to cook your mammoth steak, and suddenly you hear thunderous footsteps approaching. Yeah, that's probably when humans invented religion. Think modern hyenas are creepy. Now imagine one that was twice the size of today's hyenas, bigger than a lion, had bone-crushing jaws that could eat everything, including bones. This thing was a walking horror show. Jawea, also called Pachyrhinoceros, was nature's cleanup crew, except sometimes it didn't wait for things to die. Hunted in packs like prehistoric gangsters, could chase prey for miles without stopping. May have actively hunted early humans. Yeah, let that sink in. A world where hyenas were top predators. A world where if you tripped while running, you'd get ripped apart by bone-crushing jaws. A world where laughing hyenas meant you're fucked. Nature was out of its damn mind. Feeling bad about modern animals? Don't. At least rhinos aren't 20 feet tall anymore. At least we don't have 50-foot snakes swallowing crocodiles whole. At least Australia isn't still home to giant, venomous dinosaur lizards. Prehistoric Earth wasn't just dangerous, it was a full-blown horror movie. And before you go, comment which prehistoric beast you'd least want to see in real life. Or, just tell me which one traumatized you the most. Either way, engagement is engagement. Peace.